Ina rangatira e te whānau, kua tai mai nei ki te tautoko I te kaupapa o te rā, ara tātou tamariki, tēnā koutou. Ko Liz, we e tōku ingoa, hei tūmaki a hau ki te kura tuatahi o Rāwhiti. A little bit out. It's 9 years actually since Youth Alive and Rāwhiti School established a relationship. That's because Rāwhiti School is just coming up to the end of its 9th year of existence. I can't believe that. But it's been a much longer association between Youth Alive and the merging schools, North New Brighton, Central New Brighton and Freeville School. I know I've been there a bit long now because there are Rāwhiti students sitting down here in this group, which is really awesome to see. And we have the best part of 600 children come through our doors every day. And you said something before about you live in this community, and I was talking to someone before over there about what's your involvement. Well, I actually don't live in this community. I've worked in this community for a long time, and I think that community's got really lots of different definitions, and it's not necessarily the people who live in the same place. I think it's a group of people who have the same attitude, who have attitudes and interests in common, and I think that's what's really important for me about our school association with Youth Alive, is that Youth Alive is part of the community that wraps around the children that come to Rāwhiti every day, and we work together in school and out of school to make sure that these children have the best possible outcomes. And that's really challenging sometimes for children who live in challenging communities, and like we said before, communities that are really harshly judged by the rest of the city, but that's just my wee bent there. Look, I've got a program and I went through and I could just tick off everything on the list. Our children really benefit from the weekly youth clubs down here. We have the Mana Ake team working in our school. Sandy, we can't survive without you. Sandy and her team provide counselling to us. We're able to afford that through our relationship with the Youth Alive Trust. And this year we've made a slight change. We have Sandy coming in and even working with the parents of our children who haven't even started school yet, to see if we can get support around, parents who are anxious about their children starting school, and children who are exhibiting anxiety behaviours, at the age of 4. Yeah, it's quite special. What am I going down this? Amplify are just amazing for us at school. We can provide, reasonable cost music lessons on site to children who just couldn't afford that in the private sector, and that's really important for our children. What else was I going to tell you? I'm not really sure, but I can never afford to pay James for the support that he puts into our school, and I'm always really embarrassed about that because I can't afford not to have it. So I just thought I'm just going to make a shameless bid to the people who are sitting here who have some influence in that philanthropic, I think that's the right word, sector. I spoke recently to a group at the ministry about the challenges of working in post-COVID, cost of living crisis times in a community like this, and was told very clearly that we're all in the same boat, and that just is a phrase that pushes all of my buttons, because I don't believe that we are all in the same boat. I totally believe that we are all in the same storm, and some of us have got lifeboats, and some of us have got ocean liners, and some of us have got a little bit of driftwood that we're just hanging on to, and for my school, it's the end of the year, I'm a bit tired, so much of what Youth Alive provides for the children in my school, and my teachers, and my families, is the bit of driftwood, but it gets them off the bit of driftwood and into a lifeboat, and I'm just so grateful for the relationship that we have and the opportunity to acknowledge that publicly, so thank you.